Does your family have any certain Christmas traditions? Do you bake cookies? Do you open tons of presents? Well, my family certainly does do those things. But one Christmas, I got the greatest gift of all, and that was learning that the smallest act of kindness can completely change someone's day, week, or even month. So, as usual, Christmas time is a very cold time of the year. It's a season where you're supposed to stay under a warm blanket and in your house with the heat blasting. But what about the people who aren't fortunate enough to have a home, food, or even a blanket? Well, my mother is one of the most giving people I've ever met, and she decided that one Christmas my family should change up our normal traditions and we should go downtown to any homeless person we saw and give them some care packages with a blanket, toiletries, and a lunch. So my family was not very excited about this idea because it was freezing outside, and the last thing we wanted to do was go outside in it. But we did it anyway. So we went to the store and got all the supplies we were going to give them, and then we got home and put all the packages together. The next day, we went out to downtown, and once we parked and got out of the car, it was freezing, and I was already miserable. But we got all the supplies out of the car, and then we went on the search for our first homeless person. Now, this man, he declined us at first because he said that he had enough, but he directed us to a homeless camp where there are people who had or were much worse off than he was. So once we got to this camp, we found many people who were absolutely the sweetest, most loving and thankful and appreciative people that we have ever come across. They were so thankful for everything we had to offer them, and we learned so much about their lives. All we gave them was just a lunch, blankets, toiletries, very simple things, but they were so appreciative of it. And this really taught me that I should use what I have, that I've been so fortunate to have, to give to others and help others. The first man demonstrated that no matter how far off you are, no matter how much or little you have, there is always someone who has more or less. And even though he had so little, he didn't want to take anything for himself. He wanted other people who were worse off than him to have it. And this really showed me that everyone's genuine joy and smiles were so worth it, and I didn't even think about being cold again.